Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to this talk in our series of talks or short talks from the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, as it is, bite-sized talks. As you know, by your daily experience, we all live very busy lives. So here at the Hare Krishna Project, we have a desire and we have enthusiasm for delivering these short talks so we can read the Bhagavad Gita as it is, in an easy, digestible way. And what happens is every month or every couple of weeks, I will read a verse from the Bhagavad Gita as it is. I'll then read Srila Prabhupada's purport, and then I will talk very briefly on that verse. Remember, these talks aren't about me talking. They're about hearing from the words of Lord Krishna himself and hearing from Srila Prabhupada his self. And as you know, here at the Hare Krishna Project, we have a strong desire and enthusiasm. I've used those two words twice already. We have a lot of desire and enthusiasm to only read from Srila Prabhupada's original Bhagavad Gita. So we will only read ever during these talks. And in fact, anything we do at the Hare Krishna Project from the 1972 Macmillan edition of the Bhagavad Gita as it is. It's our way of honoring and showing respect for and to Srila Prabhupada. And as you know, we sell Bhagavad Gitas as well. Bit of a plug. If you go to our website, theharekrishnaproject.org.uk, click on shop. We have plenty of copies of Srila Prabhupada's books available for sale. And we distribute them to schools as well. So in this talk, we're on chapter 11, and I'm going to be reading today from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 11, verse 38. And just for context, I'm sure most of you already know the Bhagavad Gita is a discourse. It's a conversation between Lord Krishna himself, God, and his trusted friend and disciple Arjuna, and they're having a conversation about all the types of things that we might have conversations about. You know, the nature of the soul, the purpose and meaning of life, what happens when I physically die. And at this point in the conversation, so chapter 11 is the universal form. Krishna has just literally revealed himself as in his original transcendental form, in his universal form. And then Arjuna is kind of then responding with lots of statements, lots of glorifications to and of Lord Krishna. And this is one of them. And I literally, I wanted to read from Bhagavad Gita chapter 11, but it literally fell open today at this verse 38. So I am going to read it. So Arjuna says, "You are the original personality, the Godhead. You are the only sanctuary of this manifested cosmic world. You know everything, and you are all that is knowable. You are above the material modes. O limitless form! This whole cosmic manifestation is pervaded by you." And this is the purport or the commentary provided by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Everything is resting on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, he is the ultimate rest. Nidandam means that everything, even the Brahman effulgence, rests on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. He is the knower of everything that is happening in this world. And if knowledge has any end, he is the end of all knowledge. Therefore, he is the known and the knowable. He is the object of knowledge because he is all-pervading. Because he is the cause in the spiritual world. He is transcendental. He is also the chief personality in the transcendental world. What a statement. What an acclamation. I love how both several times in this purport, Prabhupada uses the word rest. Krishna knows everything. Uh, there isn't anything that happens without Krishna knowing about it. It says in Sastra, it says in scripture that not even a blade of grass moves without Krishna's say so. Um, Everything happens because it is sanctioned by Krishna. Krishna is the chief knower. He knows absolutely everything, and ultimately, he causes everything as well. And sometimes that's difficult for us to stomach, isn't it? That's difficult for us to digest. It's difficult for us with our limited minds or brains to get our head around the idea that Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead, God, knows and sees and causes everything. And that's from the point of view of our minds, which are limited. But also there's that kind of feeling of that we're really, really small, and how could Krishna possibly know everything about me? And also, how could possibly Krishna take an interest in everything and anything about me? I had a bit of a difficult week last week. Now, I use that term lightly, difficult, because me living in Britain, a relatively wealthy country, in full-time employment, with a roof over my head, with food or prasadam in the fridge, I do not have difficult weeks. People living in Ukraine or the Middle East, they have very difficult weeks. However, relatively, last week I had a difficult week. Most of you will know that I have a van. It's a wonderful Sankirtan van that we use here at the Hare Krishna Project for driving around Europe, doing festivals, doing kirtans, school visits, book distribution. And last week, my van didn't just break down once, it broke down twice. Now, as you can imagine, for someone who heavily relies on his vehicle, I felt it was the end of the world. However, right throughout the week, I could see Krishna in every single moment. On the two occasions that my van broke down, I just happened to be right outside a mechanic shop or a mechanic place of work. It was very miraculous as to where and how my van broke down. And various things happened to me throughout the week last week that really showed me that Krishna is interested in my life and Krishna does know everything. And ultimately, if we rely on Krishna, if we rest on Krishna, Krishna does deliver. Now, sometimes that doesn't happen instantly, but Krishna does provide. And Krishna is interested in our lives. Sometimes we just need to open our eyes and see that. This acclamation that Arjuna is providing is along with many other acclamations in chapter 11, where he's really glorifying Krishna, because Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. And we need to remember, particularly when we're struggling and when we're going through difficult times, that Krishna, God, is a person. God isn't some limitless void or empty nirvana nothingness. Krishna is a person, the supreme person, who is interested in our lives, who wants to help us, who wants to have a relationship with us. I often think the Christians are a bit better at really pushing that message, but we, as Gaudiya Vaishnavas, can be committed and passionate about that message too. Krishna, God, is interested in our lives. All we have to do is reach out to him with an attitude of service, of servanthood, really surrendering to Krishna. And I guarantee you, Krishna will respond. Krishna loves each and every one of us, just as we love him. So I'm going to read that verse again because it's a powerful verse and we have to try and relate it to our lives in terms of Krishna being all powerful, all knowing, the cause of all causes, and having an interest in our own lives. So Arjuna says to Krishna, you are the original personality, the Godhead. You are the only sanctuary of this manifested cosmic world. You know everything, and you are all that is knowable. You are above the material modes, O limitless form. This whole cosmic manifestation is pervaded by you. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.